1051.
Before it actually became a movement. She should be very happy now because of her standing up. Then this world's totally different.
We've got our civil rights!
It's because of her.
Let's get started. It's Power 510 on the Breakfast Club. Andrew Martinez, that hip hop and R&B is your main man. EmEz. It's the Sunday sit down, and this afternoon across from me, I mean, after they give me the information about him, we gonna talk a lot of sports. Otoja Abit.
Yes.
Appreciate you for coming by. Now, the first thing I played basketball in high school too. They giving me your stats here. This says 19 points, 11 rebounds. Fam, I averaged 20 points in my sleep. 19? That's it? You're like 6'5".
But I was on a team with a lot of well-known players. So
come on, let's hear that.
Marlon Smith, who was actually growing up, LeBron James said that he was one of the best basketball players he's ever seen in his life.
I played against Omar Cook. There was supposed to be LeBron James.
I saw him play because I went to Archbishop Below High School, so I was at that game when he had about 40 points.
Yes,
on his birthday.
Omar Cook is real.
He's legit. And the St. John's guy, too, so keep it all in-house.
See, I talk truth, fam. Look me up. Anyways, go ahead, finish what you're saying.
We also had some Yada games at Malloy.
Oh, I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, Yada, he was an NBA player, and, we had a lot of talented players that just did what they had to do.
Okay, so I take that back. His 19 is serious. Okay, no doubt. I was averaging 20 against nobody. All right, no doubt. Back to what we're doing. You grew up in were you born in Nigeria, or you grew up in Nigeria?
I'm like the true, I always brag to my friend of the true African American, where my parents are born in Nigeria, but I was born here in America. So I'm like the first generation African American, and that's.
Okay, with all this African American talk going on now, how do you feel about that?
Well, it's. I actually had a conversation about this, about what Whoopi Goldberg said the other day.
Yeah.
I can understand the cause for concern, but I also see, from my point of view, as I just said that, my kids would be American as well. But with race right now, you kind of. How do you explain it? How do you give more detail? But African American, it's what I am, and my kids will be American, and that's what I believe.
That's crazy.
It's the truth.
It's the truth, yeah. Like you don't have to be. I was listening to. I do the mornings with Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club in the morning, and he goes, "White people don't tell you I'm Caucasian American.
It's true.
They're just
American.
Yeah. Like, why is it different for us?" But anyways. Neither here nor there.
But I just say I'm a New Yorker, so that makes it all simple.
Makes it all better. It's the Sunday Sit Down. It's your main man, EmEz. Let the people know the most, where they would recognize you from.
The Blacklist, definitely. Mm-hmm. I did a role in the Blacklist in the end of season 1 and season finale. I was blazing with guns in that. I was on.
Question.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Now, are you shooting blanks or are they cap guns?
They are blanks.
So they're actually bullets that hit and they just don't like.
Oh no, they're not blanks. I'm sorry, correct me. They're just they make the sound. Nothing happens.
Got you.
Cap guns. It's
I guess it would be a cap gun.
Because again, growing up in New York City, I know cap guns just like. They're not real sounding, but these guns sound pretty real.
Got you.
So it's pretty good. But I'm also that, and also recently I did a film called Stonewall, directed by Roland Emmerich. Mm-hmm. You won't recognize me in that as much because I was played a trans drag queen named Marsha P. Johnson. So you won't recognize me without the wig and all that. But
how was that role?
It was actually one of the best opportunities I've ever had in my career, especially this early in my career, to be able to play an activist, be able to play a pioneer, New York City icon, and also with what's happening with gay rights is also. To do my part and kind of bring this character to life, and the first one to do that as well. So it was an absolute honor, and it was very, very difficult at first because I thought this is going to be something where how can I get her spirit, how can I get her essence, but with hard work and with coaching, I was able to get it.
Dope. Now it says here you got a chance to work with Al Pacino.
Yes.
How was that?
That was intimidating.
Okay, just to say a little bit, right?
Yeah. It was a film called The Humbling, directed by Barry Levinson, and I had one scene with Al Pacino, and it was just, I learned a lot in that one scene as he's speaking in a whole big speech. It's myself is in a scene, also Nina Ariane, who's a very talented actress as well, and I learned how to listen in that scene more than anything because Al Pacino, for this film, he was just basically speaking about being an aging artist and what it's like, and when you're on top when you're younger, then you get older, people start calling you. And everything he does is so honest and real and authentic. I was thinking he was talking to me directly about like basically trying to shape my future. But I learned how to listen a lot working with Pacino, just be very, very attentive.
Now, speaking of your future, where do you see yourself? What's going on with your future?
Well, right now, we my co-producing partner Ben Pitts, we have a pilot called Harlem Nights that we created together and produced, and I star in it. And right now we're pitching it to networks, and we got some pretty good traction. We were in a New York Television Festival, and we have a really good cast, and then we have Anthony Mason Jr. Is dedicated to Anthony Mason, and Anthony Mason Jr. for the first time acting on camera was really, really good in this. So I'm very excited for people to see that.
Now, how did you go about casting your show?
Well, it was the idea about basketball players and what happens when you don't make it. The whole idea of like Entourage and Ballers celebrating the life of artists, but what happens when you don't make it? So we're really trying to make it a thing to hire real athletes, and Anthony Mason, since we played together at St. John's, was one phone call, and he wants to break into acting in front of the camera behind, so it was an easy call to make.
Dope. That's crazy. Anthony Mason, an actor now.
Yeah, no, he's a producer too, and he's running a nonprofit. But in this, I'm very, very happy to work with him on this, and also to see let people see he has some talent other than basketball. I see excelled in that as well.
And the project is called Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights with a K.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. Okay, I'm starting to get it. Got you.
Yeah.
Now, what else is on the horizons besides the Harlem Nights thing?
Well, just going back to the drawing board, basically, I just recently finished a theater production of Fulfillment with Benga. And with that, we're just trying to get more into more television, more film, and talking to my reps and just auditioning and finding out what's out there.
Now, growing up Nigerian, was it?
Yes.
How supportive were your parents?
Very, very supportive, especially my father, because my mother especially, but my father was someone who, he was a dreamer as well. So he worked in the banking system, and then after that he opened his own business because he wanted to be his own boss. So he really understood when I wanted to become an actor, the idea that my son wants to do his own thing. And my mother's been supportive with love and also care, and they couldn't be any prouder of what I'm doing right now, especially when I'm on TV, so I can point and say
Absolutely.
That's my son.
Got you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming and hanging out with me.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Let them know how to get in contact with you with the emails, the Instagrams, the Twitters, and all that
so
stuff.
My Twitter and Instagram is OHABIT, O Abit, and my Facebook is Otoja Abit, and Stonewall's out on DVD January 19th. And
Stonewall?
Stonewall.
January 19th.
It's out on DVD and streaming right now on iTunes and Amazon.
Got you.
See me as Marsha P. Johnson, the legend and the icon.
We're going to have to take a look at this one. We'll take a look at it. It's the Sunday Sit Down. It's your main man, EmEz. I appreciate you coming down.
Thank you so much.
Another example of how easy does